Hi, this is Terry Carter, and this discussion board is discussion board number 4. The topic is my final project for HIUS 512, the American Revolution. This there has the title of my project is the Over the Mountain Men and the Battle of Kings Mountain. There has been a lot of material published about the battles of the American Revolution. Obviously, the David McCullough books and any the great textbook that we have, but they tend to focus mostly on the battles that took place in the North. However, the Southern colonies played a pivotal role in the winning of the Revolution. My project is to examine one of those battles, the Battle of Kings Mountain. This battle took place in October of 1780 in South Carolina, and this was during some of the darkest days of the Revolution. The war in the North had come to a standstill, and the British had dispatched Cornwallis to the South, believing that there was a great deal of loyalist support in the South, more so than they were finding in the North. And the British captured the city of Charleston and then the city of Camden. And in this process, they took out a large chunk of the colonial militia, making them prisoners of war. As a side story to this, some family members of Andrew Jackson were captured at Charleston and became prisoners of war, and Jackson's mother went down to help them, and she ended up dying there herself. The British were relentlessly recruiting loyalist support, and the only real resistance to the British was from small groups of militia in the outlying areas and the back country. In the summer of 1780, Cornwallis chose Major Patrick Ferguson to lead the efforts in western areas of the Carolinas to gather loyalist militia and to push back against the colonials. And that's when Ferguson began to encounter these over-the-mountain men. And these were men from the western areas of the Carolinas and Virginia. They were frontiersmen and they were squatters on Cherokee lands who had fought against nature and natives to build their homes. In their encounters with the British forces, those who had homes across the mountains would escape British pursuit by crossing back through the narrow and unmapped mountain gaps. In frustration, Ferguson sent a prisoner of war to the communities in East Tennessee with a threat of violence if they did not stay on the other side of the mountain. The over-the-mountain men saw this threat as a challenge. They recruited and supplied 800 men in a little more than 2 weeks, and that includes creating or making their own gunpowder using saltpeter in a local cave. They crossed the mountains, adding other colonial militia to their numbers and defeating Ferguson and his men at the Battle of Kings Mountain. The skills that they had developed in hunting and fighting Indians made all the difference in the fight. The victory at Kings Mountain restored the spirit of the American troops, and it was the first step toward the surrender of Cornwallis at Yorktown. Thank you.